Looking for a way to get healthy? The Chef You and I program has the answer. Kathryn Raaker and chefs from around the nation will teach even the most inexperienced how to cook. Come into their kitchen and watch them take ordinary foods with loads of calories and fat and turn those foods into healthier dishes. You will be the first to get tips and ideas on foods that are easy to prepare. Now let's join Kathryn and today's chef and learn how to make today's recipes.
Hi, this is Kathryn Raaker of the Chef You and I, and today we have a really delightful end of summer wonderful meal. And actually we're starting off with Chef Kathryn's end of summer salad, and then we're going to do a pineapple and shrimp stir fry. And for people that don't like shrimp, we're doing a beef and pineapple stir fry. And if we have time in the end, we may just make a sweet dessert, which would probably be pineapple and ice cream, which I think would be just with a little bit of banana and pineapple. You know, it's a pineapple wonderful day. So we're making everything with pineapple today, which I love, and it's really, really good for you. So the first thing that we're doing is, and actually I want to thank my sponsors, and that is our wonderful Gourmet duck fat spray by Cornhuskers and their new balsamic vinegar spray. And of course our new sponsor is Bravo towels. You can't beat these towels. They're wonderful and I love them. And they're all recyclable and they're made by the company Sellers. So, and our wonderful beef has been provided by Hassell Cattle Company. And the 360 pans, we can't forget those. So here we go. We're starting off with the chef's end of summer salad. We're going to make the dressing first. So I have a bunch of mint leaves, fresh mint leaves, and I'm going to put them into my food processor, which makes it, and since this is dressing, it doesn't take that much to do it. So I'm going to take this top off, right? And I'm going to put our mint leaves in. It's had a bunch of mint leaves. So you're going to shred these up. And boy, these smell delicious. I can't tell you how well. Feels so fresh. I can't believe it. It smells great. So you want to have fresh mint leaves, and you can get those right now at your store. Any store has them, but you want to use fresh. So that's it. We don't need any more than that. Then we need basil leaves, which I have fresh basil, a small bunch. This is a small bunch, right? And we're putting all those in. And we're going to shred all this up, okay? So then what you want to do is you want to use a small bunch of coriander, but I didn't have coriander, so I'm going to use coriander very fine seed. And I'm going to put that in there, okay? And then you want to put a half a cup of virgin olive oil, which is right here. And you want to use 2 tablespoons of vinegar and 2 teaspoons of honey. And I have to do this with the honey. And we're going to zest some lemon or not lemon, but lime. And then we're going to juice some lime and we're going to add that to it in just a minute. So we're going to take all this, okay, and put this in here. And we'll move all this out of the way. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually get rid of this as well. And then we'll juice the lemons, or not the lemons, I'm sorry. We're juicing limes today. So, and then we're going to put the dressing in here and put it in the refrigerator when we're done. So what we need to do is we need to zest it. So we just do it like this. You zest the whole lime, which isn't hard with this. And you need actually 2 limes. And then you're going to juice it as well. And I think I'm going to do it in here to make it easier. Because you can see I've got it right there. And we're going to do this until we get all of the zest that we can off these limes. Because that's going to really make a difference. So, and my wonderful husband producer actually did some zesting for me for something else. So that was great. But with this zester, it makes it really simple. And you just have to be careful that you don't hurt your hand. And see, we're almost done with this. And then we'll juice this right after we do the other zest. Okay, and you know, a lot of people have lemon trees and stuff like that. So here we'll do that. And so, you know, you can send your recipes in to us and we'd love to have them. And if you want them converted into a healthier dish, or you have fun recipes, please send us an email at kraaker123@gmail.com. That's kraaker@gmail.com. And so we hope you subscribe to our channel, our YouTube channel, which is Kathryn Raaker YouTube. But we also have the Chef You and I, which you can see online. We're on a lot of television stations, and we're also on YouTube and LinkedIn. So we try to get out there with everything. So we're almost done with this, and then we're going to juice this. Okay, I think that's about enough. Okay, so let's do this. Let's cut these in half, and let's juice them. So that's what we absolutely need. So I'm going to bring this over here a little bit and just juice these. And it doesn't take long to do it. Okay, that one's done. And we need this one now. It makes it a lot easier. And you don't get any seeds in here. Right? And this one. So you need... This is going to be really delicious when we finish with it. Okay, almost ready. One more. Okay, now we're done with that. So all we have to do is take this top off. And we take this off. Sometimes these things are a little bit fun, but here we are. It's really simple to do. Just pour that in to the dressing. It's going to make the dressing. And then you want to put your lime in. So that makes it easy. And then you're just going to do the whole thing. And I love this because actually this one is simple to use and it's small. It's a miniature one. I use it all the time. And oh, it looks pretty ground up. Okay, now that should be done. Okay, now it looks a little minty, but that's all right. That's what it's supposed to look like. We're going to pour it in here, and this is your dressing, okay, that you're going to put over the wonderful salad. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a short break, and we're going to be right back, and we'll show you how to put the salad together. We're going to put this in the refrigerator because I think it's important to do that. All right, I'll be right back. We're back on the Chef You and I, and now we've cut a tomato up so that you can see how we're going to use it in the chopper. And then my wonderful producer cut the avocados for me, which makes it a lot easier. Okay, now what you need to chop, and I think I'm going to use this handy dandy, I love this knife. We're going to just chop up the baby spinach, okay, like this. You don't have to shred it. Just make it, because you're going to put a bed of baby spinach on that beautiful plate right there. And you know, you could use other things like garbanzo beans, or you could use black beans, or whatever you wanted to use on the bottom of it. But I'm not crazy about black beans or any of the major beans that are out there. And so, but if your family likes it, then do it. It's well worth it. But so you just want to chop these up just like that. And they're already, the nice thing about baby spinach is that it's already rinsed and taken care of for you at the, you know, like 10 times. So you don't have to wash it again. So, but you want to take the stems off like I did. Now you're ready to put this, hold on, to put this on this plate. And that's all you need is this. And then you're going to do it like this, see? And if you need more, we have more, but we're going to fill the plate up. So, and this is for like 2 or 3 people. You don't want to make it too much, okay? So that looks really pretty. Now, we're going to take and do our cucumber next, and I'm going to do it like this. And this is an English cucumber. And I love them because they're so nice. And then I'll scoop the seeds out of it. I'm going to cut it in half in a minute. I'm going to scoop the seeds out. And a lot of people can't eat the seeds, right? But I'm going to leave a little bit of green on here because I'm going to cut them on the diagonal. Or you can take a fork if you want to. With American cucumbers, you can do that pretty easily. So, anyhow, but I want to cut this in half and get the seeds out. So, we're going to take this and put this in our trusty, dusty Bagwell right here, which I love. And it makes it easy for you to get things done. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cut the little end off here, and then I'm going to slice this in half like that, and I'm going to scoop out the seeds. And I do have a nice little spoon that I can do this with, and you just want to scoop them out like that. Makes it really simple. And, you know, a lot of people can't eat the seeds, so it makes it nice for anybody to have, you know, a nice bite of cucumber. And they're so refreshing. And they're, you know, in stock now. I mean, we're coming to the end of the summer, but this is about 3/4 of a large cucumber that I use because I love cucumber. I think it's really good. And, you know, you could use celery and other things in it, but I'm going to take this wonderful scraper and I'm just going to gather that up real quick and put it in here. And then we're going to slice them on, I think I'll slice them on the diagonal. So like that. Makes it really nice. Just leave, you can leave a little bit in there. Why not? So, I think you'll love this salad because it's really tasty. And we're going to chop the tomatoes in my chopper because I love that. So we can add these to it, and which makes it nice. And then we're going to put tomatoes on there, and avocados, and olives. And we could add more greenery to it in a minute. And don't forget, we're putting mangoes in there too. I love mangoes. I don't know if you love mangoes, but I do. So, we'll do that. And we're going to get done with this in a minute. And then we're going to do our mangoes and our avocados. And I want to do the tomatoes. It's so much fun to do the tomatoes. So we'll just add these here to it. Because you're just building the salad. That's what you're doing. Building the salad to make it look really pretty. Okay. And now, here's the fun part. I am going to put this aside over here. And I'm going to cut up in chunks the mangoes. And these mangoes are absolutely delicious. And this is one mango. And if you've never tasted, there's a lot of people that have never tasted mango. I'm really surprised. But I used to live overseas and we used to get mangoes all the time. And pineapples are absolutely delicious right now. And they're on sale in a lot of stores. And I have to tell you, go out and get it. Because we're going to serve I love pineapple, so I'm going to add a little bit of pineapple to this wonderful salad. Why not? It makes it even better. Pineapples are really good for your digestion if you don't know that. And I'm just going to cut these up a little bit and then throw them in there. So, and if somebody doesn't like pineapple, don't put pineapple in it, you know. But I think they're great. And they're so, you can get, right now we got 2 for $5. I can't even believe that. But anyhow, that should be enough. We'll put these aside. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do our onion. And you want to cut it in half. And you want onion slices. Like this. You don't want big onions in here. You want just the slices. Like this, see? Like this. Make it like that. Just put them on there. Makes it simple. And I love this. I love red onions. I don't know if you do or not, but they're so delicious, especially in the summertime. And if you love onions, then this is the way to go. So then we're going to do, I'm going to cut this onion up a little bit and put this in, and then put some of these in. You don't want to put too much in because some people don't like onion, right? So now, after we get this done, we are going to do our tomatoes. Hold on. Let's take a little short break for a second. I'm back again, and I'm cutting the second tomato, and you want to use the slices that are about that size, because when you put it, now you can either do chunk tomatoes, and I like to do them in the wonderful chopper, because honestly, and what I love about these chows is look at how much they absorb, right? Now I'm going to put it in here, right? And so I'm going to take one of these, and I'm going to go like this. And another one, maybe take a bigger one. Whoops. And then this one. They're really little chunks. They're not big chunks. That's good. One more. And let's see. Well, let's see. I want to spread those out a little bit. And then let's do the next one. And then this one. That's good. We're going to have a lot of, we may even need another tomato. You never know. This one. This little one. And let's see how many we have here. So look at that. Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to take a spoon. I'm going to take one of these. And I'm going to spread these over the salad, right? To make it look really pretty. Okay. That was 2 tomatoes, actually. And then we're going to put olives and avocado on top of it, right? And so many people love tomatoes so much that it's really nice. And I think it'll be pleasing to anybody that you know. And let's see, we might as well use them all. Okay, now I'm going to put the olives on. So I have some olives that I want to put on here. Now you can either chop up your olives or you can just leave them whole. But I'd like to chop these, so I'm going to chop them and put them like that. And you know, it just gives it a little bit more color, and then I'm going to put my avocados on them and as well. So it's really turned out to be a really pretty salad. And I hope you enjoy it as much as we have making it for you. And then, you know, you can either use your own dressing, a sweet dressing, or you can use what I did today. Or you can use balsamic vinaigrette that I have from our wonderful sponsor. So whatever you'd like to do with it. And people are funny. They want sometimes to have their own salad dressing, so you can do salad dressing on the side. How about that? Which would be probably better, because there's some people that are diabetic and they can't have certain things. But I'm going to put my avocados here on it. And the only thing is that you need sometimes to put with avocados, you need to put lemon on it. I'm going to do that. And then go like this, right? And here, right. Right, so it all depends upon you if you like avocado or not. So, or you can cut, you know what you can do? You can do this and put it right on top. Doesn't matter. Whatever you'd like to do. So all these recipes will be up on my website at Kathryn Raaker, the chef you and I, and you can get all of the recipes and the instructions and see the show as well. And we're going to get the rest of this right now. I'm just going to chop it up. Okay, so we'll serve this in a little while, and we're going to teach you how to make the stir fry. We're going to be right back in a few minutes, and we're going to show you our total salad. We'll put the salad dressing near it, and we'll take some pictures of it, and then we're going to put it in the refrigerator for a little while so it gets chilled while we do our stir fry. We'll be right back after these important messages on The Chef You and I. We'll be right back. And now you can see our end of summer salad, and now we're going to put our feta cheese on it, and you want to crumble it up with your fingers. It gets a little messy, but who cares, right? And we're going to put our beautiful salad dressing on it that has basil and all those coriander and all those wonderful spices and stuff. And it should do about 4 people, 4 servings, okay? So let me wash my hands a minute, and then, or rinse them off, right? And then we're going to put the salad dressing on, which is right here. And I'm just going to put a little on it so you can see it. And that's the basil and all those wonderful leaves that we used. So here we go. So, and I had my wonderful producer taste it, and I tasted it. It's delicious. So here we go. That should be enough. You don't want to overdo it. And then we're going to put this in the refrigerator for a little while to keep it nice and cold. Okay? So we'll be right back after these messages, and we are going to make our beef pineapple stir fry, which you will love. We'll be right back. We are back on The Chef You and I, and we're making a beef and pineapple stir fry. And here's the ingredients. 1 pound of beef, top round or top sirloin, or a wonderful Hassell Wagyu steak that we used, and 1/4 cup of cornstarch divided, 1 14-ounce can of pineapple chunks, which you can see right there, drained, and the juice reserved, a 1/2 cup of beef broth, actually 2 tablespoons of olive oil and vinegar, and actually this is the beef broth, and this is the ginger. Okay, we're not going to put the ginger in yet, but we already took our beef and we used cornstarch and we floured it in this wonderful bowl, and it's about 1 pound or more of beef. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is, we've already done that, we're going to make the sauce, which is 1/4 cup of reserved pineapple juice, and then also you want to use your vinegar, your beef broth, that was the oil, and then the wonderful soy sauce and the vinegar. Now we're going to heat that. We're going to keep that and put that aside right over here. And we're going to take all of these, and then we're going to cut up our onions and the things that we need to put in with our beef that we're going to fry in a few minutes. So let's do that. We're going to chop these up fine if we can. And then we're going to actually saute them with the beef. And we can do it a lot of different ways. But this is a red onion, and that's what it called for, red onion. You can use a regular onion if you want to and you don't have a red onion. It makes a big difference. I think it's just colorful, especially for a stir fry. And this isn't like a traditional stir fry where you use lots and lots of vegetables. Not at all. So actually, a lot of people that don't like a lot of vegetables will love this because it's just really simple. So we are going to take and put some olive oil into our pan. And I'm going to have to ask our producer for some olive oil. And I'm going to use also some of our Cornhuskers duck fat spray, Gourmet duck fat this as well. So here we go. And we're going to use a little bit of this. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do it right here on this wonderful skillet right here. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to put a couple, that's about two tablespoons of olive oil. And I'm going to actually just spray a little of this on the meat itself. So instead of doing it in the pan, I'm going to do it on the meat. Now, I'm going to take and actually I've already made the sauce. I'm going to heat the oil in the skillet, and I'm going to add my beef and onion to the hot oil, which is getting ready to heat up a little bit. I may put a little bit more oil in here. I got it coated. It's getting hot. So what I want to do is I want to take this lovely thing right here, and I'm going to put the onions in first. Right, and then I'm going to bring the beef in there. And that should be enough onion. And we want to fry that for about, I'd say, probably around 3 or 4 minutes. But then I'm going to add in my beef. So let me do that. So you can see that, and they don't have to be totally, you can have them, they don't have to be exactly really, chopped up, because you want to be able to see that. And then just become a little translucent. And now I'm going to add the beef. Now it's already coated, so you're going to do this until they get brown. So what we can do is maybe take a short break, and when we come back, you'll be done. Okay, we'll be right back on the Chef Hugh and I. So what we're doing, the beef, I'm just letting it sit for a few minutes because I have to cut up all my other vegetables to put into the wok with the beef, and that's when it becomes the stir fry, okay? So we are going to now finish, we're doing a red pepper. So you want to do real thin slices of the red pepper, which is a half of a red pepper. And we're going to add that. I'm going to cut those in half actually. They're a little big. All right, then we're going to add, this is for color, if nothing else. And when you're doing a stir fry, you want a lot of color in it. So I like red pepper. You can use the wonderful baby bell peppers that are really sweet, but this is a regular red pepper that we're using here. So we'll do that. And I still have some here, but you don't want this part right here. You want to get rid of that white area because that is not tasty at all. It's kind of bitter. So I'm getting rid of all of that. And I had seeded it before that. So now you just cut this up. Oh, and then I started, we did the onions, we done the beef, and we made our sauce, right? And now what we're going to do is we're going to heat up. We're actually going to take the beautiful peas, snap peas, and I'm going to cut the ends off. Okay? And you need about 7 ounces of snap peas. But, you could put regular string beans or whatever you wanted, some fresh vegetable, okay? But these are really good. They're snap peas. And I think that's enough. So we're going to add this and this. So let me do this. Let me heat up the wok. I'm going to put some olive oil in the in the wok. And we're going to heat that up, and then we're going to add all of these wonderful things right here, right? And then we're going to add, we're going to cook them for about a minute. And then we're going to add, then we want to add some cornstarch to it and some water, the skillet. And we're going to get the sauce, and we're adding this sauce as well. So this is the first thing we're going to do is we're heating this up. And we're going to put this in here. I'm going to add the beef to it and the onions. That's already done. But I want to add this. So we're adding the beef with the carrots, and we're going to, and the onions, and then we're going to add all the other ingredients to it, and we're going to stir fry it. Okay? Put that back on. And you only want to do it for a few minutes. I got to add all the other ingredients to it, and I'm going to turn this down really low, and add this. The red pepper, the peas, and that should do it. All right, and then you just want to fry these up really fast. Oh, the pineapple. Let me add the pineapple. Okay. All the sauce. I have to add the ginger to it. All right. Yeah, I'm adding the ginger to this. That's two tablespoons of ginger that we're putting in here. And I will add, as soon as I get this to a certain point, I'm going to add the cornstarch because I have everything in here and it's just going to thicken it. That's all it's going to do. But this is really a beautiful dish that you're going to serve over rice. And I'm going to turn it up a little bit. And with 360 pans, you don't have to have the heat high. That's the thing that you have to remember. So that turned out really beautiful. You could cut your beans up a little bit, but they really look nice the way they are. It's really a colorful dish. So let me add the cornstarch to a little bit of water. And I like to use a cup sometimes to do it so it doesn't get too much cornstarch. Got that. All right, so we're going to add it. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch to it. And I'm going to add, actually, I'm going to add a little bit of pineapple juice to it. Why not? Instead of water, we'll add a little pineapple juice to it. You can add water, but let's do it like this. Right. I'm surprised I haven't gotten any flour in me this time. But this is such a simple dish to make, and it's turned out really beautiful. So I'm going to add this to it. All right. And this will thicken up. And if it doesn't thicken up, you can actually add more to thicken it up. But I don't think you want it too thick. So, and it's getting there. Right. And what you could do is put this aside for a few minutes until we get the other dish done, and then we'll serve it all together. Because there are certain people that like beef and some people that like shrimp. So we'll just turn this down a little bit, really low, because I don't want it to burn. I just want it to heat up. And then when this is done, we will put it on a bed of rice. Okay? We'll be right back after these messages on the Chef You and I. We'll be right back. We're back on the Chef You and I, and everything is done for our beef and pineapple stir fry. So I'm going to be putting some rice onto this plate. This is jasmine rice, and my hands are clean, by the way. And we're going to do that because some people don't like to have, a lot, because we have a nice salad and we might have a dessert, right? So this should do it. So let's do that. And I need to wipe my hands off. So, and then I'm going to add our stir fry. And it's really hot, actually. And what I'm going to do is do this. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Really pretty. Add a little bit more juice to it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add some chopped chives to it. Let me move this aside. So I like this, and it's kind of very Asian looking. We're going to put that aside because we're using that for the next dish. But I thought that would be kind of really nice to do. So let's just chop these up. And then you add those to the top of it. And makes it a really nice dish. You could do a lunch even with this. So let's just do this. Right. That's a little bit too big. And put some more of these on it. And there you go. And you can put it right there on the dish, on the white dish. And that's your wonderful main course. Now I'm going to make another stir fry, and that's a pineapple and shrimp stir fry. And that takes very little time to do. And we're going to put it in this beautiful half of a pineapple with the top on that my beautiful, but my very handsome husband actually did it for me. So we will be right back after these important messages, and we're going to be making the pineapple and shrimp stir fry. Now we're back on the Chef You and I with the shrimp and pineapple stir fry. So the first thing is I'm going to go through the ingredients, and they are 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, and this is what coconut oil looks like. Actually, then 1 medium onion. This is the onion I'm going to use. And I've got diced carrots, and half a cup of cooked ham, or diced ham, 4 cups of cooked jasmine rice, which is right here, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, which I have here, salt and pepper to taste, 1.5 cups of diced pineapple, and dice up some more pineapple to add to that, 1 small tomato diced, and 3 green onions thinly sliced. We want to chop up our onion first, and we're going to actually, like I said, we're going to do the coconut oil, and then we're going to do the onion and the carrots together with that. Right, so I'm going to use a different knife here. I would rather use one of these knives because it's easier. We'll use this knife, and I'm going to cut these up. All right, actually, here we go. And what you want to do is you just want to saute this onion, and since the carrots are, they're actually, the nice thing about these carrots are they're like shoestrings. So they're not going to take long to actually stir fry, okay? So we've got a lot of onion in some of this. And so, sauteing onions is nothing. It's really simple. You just want to get them a little translucent so you can kind of see through them a little bit and make it easy on yourself. So I'm going to do it like this and get them as chopped up as I can. And so we have a wonderful meal, and you could actually serve people that don't like beef and people that love beef. So that's the reason why I picked these 2 different stir fry recipes, because I have a lot of people that like shrimp. So, and we're having a little get together, and that way we can serve to the people that like shrimp and like beef. Okay, so I'm going to heat up this coconut oil, and And then I'm going to add the carrot and the onion. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to add the carrot and the onion and stir until tender, about 3 minutes. So I'm going to add this to my stir fry pan. And so I may need a little bit more of the coconut oil out of there in a minute. Let's see how this goes. And it's looking very good. Right. And with our 360 pans, you don't have to use a high heat. And so I think I'm going to add a little bit more coconut oil to this. And you can never tell when you're doing it. So I add another, because we're adding, more vegetables to this. Okay? Here we go. So I'm going to put this in our sink. And you can use coconut oil for lots and lots of different things. So I want to heat this up just a little bit. And then I'm going to add my onions and my carrots. Okay. So here's my onions. All right. I got a few more right here. And then I'm going to add my carrots. All right. And if you're using regular carrots, you can chop them up. A small carrot will do. But I really like, I'm turning this down because you don't need to fry it very hard. Then I'm going to add these to it. And that's really pretty, right? And I'm going to use one of these. And so we're going to do this for about a minute. And I'm going to turn on my vent. So sometimes it can be really weird. And turn the smoke detector on. So you want to let those just get a little translucent, about 2 or 3 minutes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually add our shrimp and ham until the shrimp are almost cooked, about 2 minutes. So, and we're going to chop up our tomato, but we do that last. So I got to add my ham and my shrimp when this is done. So, right, that's looking really good. Camera can see that. So using these carrots makes it really colorful and, really pretty. Okay, and so I'm going to add my ham now, and I'm going to add, now these are frozen shrimp, already fully cooked, so it won't take long. I'm not real sure about that one. Take long to do these, and I think that should do it. So we're going to stir these around until they get done. And since I didn't defrost the shrimp, you're going to see that they get pretty, but you got to wait. So I'm just going to let that cook for a few minutes, and we'll go from there. And then what we're going to do in the meantime is we're going to chop up I'm going to turn it down a little bit, and it looks fine. I'm going to chop up my tomato, because after that's done, you're going to add the cooked rice, soy sauce, and cook it, stir it for 1 minute, season with salt and pepper. Here's my soy sauce and my rice. I'm not going to use that much, but I need to cut these up. So I'm going to cut these up. So, or I can use this knife. And these are scallions, and you need 3 of them. And I'm watching it, so don't worry. That's why I have the temperature down. So, and I will check it right after I finish doing this. Hold on. They look good. They're still not done yet. So you gotta wait until they are. Okay. Just a little bit more. So I've got these almost finished, and then I'm going to do my tomato. And so the next thing we're going to do is add the cooked rice. I actually want to add in to this wonderful thing. Towards the end of it, you're going to add the pineapple. I already chopped up 3 pineapples like this. We're going to add some more because we actually need 1.5 cups of diced pineapple. So I'm going to dice these up, really simple. And I'm going to do my tomato because they go in last. After the rice, right? That goes in at the very end. So I'm going to add the rice in and the green onion, the tomato, and the pineapple go in last. Okay? So we'll do that. So let me check on this. Looks pretty good. So I think I'm going to go ahead and add my rice to it and my soy sauce. So we're adding the rice. All right. And I'm going to add the soy sauce in now. But I want to break up the rice a little bit. Okay. Because it's kind of a little bit sticky, the rice. So you want to do that. And then we're going to add in the soy sauce. And I could use some more soy sauce actually than that. Because a lot of people love soy sauce. And this is the soy sauce that is really not got a lot of salt in it, because a lot of my friends and people that we know can't have a lot of salt. So you can always add salt and pepper to something. But now you can see how we're doing with the rice. But you want to get that really, the rice hot. Okay. And now we're going to, as we're doing this, we're going to get all that in there. You can see what it looks like now. I could add some more rice, but I think that's enough because we're going to put that in half of the pineapple. Okay. Right. So let me add in the onions and the pineapple. And I'm going to cut up this tomato real quick. Okay, so I need my scraper. Add that in. And then you want to stir it all in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add this into, now we're done with it. So what we're going to do is turn off the heat, and we're going to take a little break, and when we come back, we're going to put this into the pineapple, the half of the pineapple, and we're going to show you everything that we made on the Chef You and I. We'll be right back. We're back on the Chef You and I, and this is the part I really love. This is the time we get to eat everything that we make. And we started out with the beautiful salad, which is a end of summer salad. Then we made the beef and pineapple stir fry. And then finally we did, in a pineapple, we did ham and shrimp with rice and tomatoes and lots of other things. And it turned out beautiful. So that if you have people that don't like beef, you can always serve them shrimp or other things, or just vegetarian. So we want to thank all of our sponsors, which are the Hassell Cattle Company, which we love their Wagyu beef, and the Cornhuskers, not only their gourmet duck fat spray, but their new balsamic vinegar spray, and our newest sponsor, the Bravo Towel Company. But we don't want to forget our 360 pans, which we absolutely love. So, thank you again for joining us today on The Chef You and I. Don't forget to go to our website at thechefyouandi.com. Don't forget to send your recipes to K Raaker, that's K and then RAAKER 123 at gmail.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Kathryn Raaker YouTube. And don't forget to go to The Chef You and I so you'll see all of the recipes on there. Thank you again for joining us today, and bon appetit.
Thanks for joining us on the Chef You and I show today. We'll be back next week with another great and healthy recipe. Don't forget to visit our website, thechefyouandi.com, for all of our featured recipes, cooking tips, and clips of the show.